Two of the most surprising signings from the most surprising team in Mr. Show, his Carolina Panthers. These two here, obviously, this graphic here has them, the number one overall edge rusher. I don't see that, but the number one overall linebacker in free agency, 100%. And these are two guys that, as a Dallas Cowboy fan, is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. I think most fan bases could say that.
Well, so, and I say this as a Dallas fan, we need an edge rusher, which we still do, a linebacker, and I mean we needed safeties and corners. Well, we've attacked the safety position, so we don't. I mean we handle that, but these are the two positions still left that we absolutely have to fill if we're going to be, competitive. I guess try to make a deep run in the playoffs. But these two players right here, I think, is going to push the Carolina Panthers to the next level.
Well, you look at what this does for the Panthers. You have Derek Brown, Jalen Phillips, then you have Devin Lloyd, and you got J.C. Horn in the secondary. This defense is going to be something to be reckoned with. I mean, they have the talent on paper to produce a top-level defense. And we saw bits of Carolina come out of their shell last year, and the question is going to be for them, how much can we produce on offense, and can Bryce Young be that guy? And man, if they can figure out any bit of their offense coming in next season, this Panthers team, we could be talking about the most improved team of the year, and be looking at. I mean, they were almost a playoff team last year.
Well, right? they were a playoff team.
They were a playoff team. That's right. They were a playoff team.
Yeah.
And so I love this. I mean, gosh dang it, $120 million to Phillips, $45 million to Lloyd. So that tells me that the Panthers believe that they're that close.
Yeah.
And I don't think that anybody would argue that this defense is got the potential to be one of the best in the NFL next year.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you mentioned it. You've got, Derek Brown and Jalen Phillips and Devin Lloyd, and you've got the makings of what could be a defense that's going to be probably up in top five defense. Now, that is if they can, maybe go out and again hit a couple home runs in the draft well like they have been, continue to draft well like they have been, and maybe add another player or two. The one thing that I've really liked about the Carolina Panthers is, what they've done so far is they've stayed true, and they're not just going out and they're not signing, all these crazy contracts. They hit two important positions. They're staying young. They didn't go and go and sign all these old guys or mid-tier guys to just fill spots. They went and they signed two guys that could be there for a while.
Yeah.
When you look
all
at
those
it,
guys are in their 20s.
They're young.
Yeah.
You're going to sit here and look at this in 2 to 3 years and potentially be looking at a team that's, now, I mean, maybe getting ahead of myself, but maybe, making a Super Bowl run.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Obviously, they got to find out if Young's the guy, and he's shown flashes at times. But yeah, they're all in their 20s. You got Pro Bowl level players at every level in the defense, uh, and that's going to cause problems for people. And so, uh, they got to find them a running back. But
They've got one.
no, Rico Dowdle left, man.
Oh, stop. Whenever the year before, Chuba Hubbard did very well.
Chuba who?
Yeah, uh-huh. Listen, now what I will say is I saw earlier where they signed John, who obviously receiver played with Bryce Young in Alabama. Um,
Well, don't overlook Kenny Pickett.
it's one, huh? Oh, yeah, Kenny
Don't overlook
Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, listen,
Yeah.
that that's crazy, absolutely crazy.
Yeah, no, I saw that John Mechie though, Alabama guy.
Well,
Um,
I
yeah,
I think their chemistry. Now, I'm not saying John Mechie is going to be a big guy, in the
they're gonna
offense
see
and
the field.
going to get a lot of targets. But if I'm if I'm Carolina, I'm going and signing, re-signing Jalen Coker. Jalen Coker is played well.
Yeah,
Um, the last couple of years. I mean, they drafted him last year, I believe. So he's in his second year, and he's I think he's an up and coming wide receiver. Um, Jalen Coker's a must for me. If I'm Carolina, I'm re-signing him, and I'm going to go and I'm either going to draft uh, a wide receiver, or if Kenyon Sadiq is available in round one, I'm getting me
yeah.
a tight end.
That's what I say. Yeah, I was gonna say that I could see them maybe going getting an Njoku or finding that tight end. Well, but, somebody put out there, next to my favorite guy. I mean, come on, man. I like dollar bill, man. Uh, with Xavier Leggett and help maybe spread the field open uh, a little more. That'd be nice. But I love me some Xavier Leggett, man. He's my favorite clip in football, by the way.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but I just grew up drawing a dollar bill, man. Y'all.
hey, listen, he's he's different, definitely
Yeah,
different. But I'm disappointed in what he's been so far, um,
I am too.
because I
But
I thought that guy was going to be a lot better than what he's done. If they could get the unlock the potential in that guy, that's huge, for me, because I mean that just says they have the guy right there, that um, they don't need anybody else. But unfortunately, it's not quite happened. So
no, it hasn't.
no, not at all, and that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. When I look at the Panthers, and they definitely hit a home run with McMillan. Obviously, Tedero and McMillan is big time, for me, because that's a guy that obviously everybody, um, was talking about him being one of the best, you know, in last year's draft class, and you just never know, right, until
He
you
was
get
the
him.
best.
But the guy's a stud. The guy's an absolute stud, and for the fact that they actually look to have hit a home run with it, that's even better.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I just think they need that. I think they need that tight end. You uh, stretch the field, take some of the pressure off those wideouts, create space for McMillan, and maybe take a little bit of pressure off of Leggett, and maybe that would help open up his potential a little bit. But I could see them, like I said, taking Sadiq, or like I said, I wouldn't be mad if they jumped in the Njoku sweepstakes and signed him. I think he's a veteran. Gosh dang, you watch the guy, he looks like a Greek god.
Yeah, no joke, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, man, the Panthers are exciting, man. They're gonna be fun to watch next year.
Yeah,